I know. It's one of those things we all tend to put off because who wants to create a detailed subfolder? Not most of us. But we know they are so helpful for that person who is coming into your classroom to teach your kiddos while you're gone. So let's try and help them out. In this video, I'm going to show you the things that I like to put in my substitute folder that I think are helpful for the person who is teaching your kiddos while you're gone. Let's go. All right, so to start off, I want to share with you a list of things that I think are great things to include in your substitute folder. Now, these are just my ideas. You may have some other things that are great to include, and if you do, leave me a comment and let us know what you like to include in your substitute folder as well. All right, the first thing that I would want my substitute to see is my thank you letter. I'm going to include a thank you for being willing to teach in my classroom. Just let them know how grateful I am for them to come in while I'm gone. The next things that you're going to want to put in there is a class schedule. You're going to want to have a typed up schedule of everything that you do throughout the day. This does not have to be detail specific for each of the activities that they will do, but kind of a brief description of what each activity will look like throughout the day. Next, I would want to include a bio of each of the kiddos in the classroom, just so the substitute teacher has kind of an idea of who she's going to be teaching. This is something you may have to add maybe a month after you start teaching, after you get to know your kiddos a little bit better, but it could also be very helpful for your substitute teacher if you take the time to include it in your subfolder. And it doesn't have to be lengthy, but just little details that would help a teacher coming into your classroom as they relate to your kids. Along with this, you're going to want to add a list of any allergies that the kids in your classroom have. It is very important that a substitute coming in knows what allergies are in your classroom so that they can help protect those kids while they're the teacher. Next, you will want to include a copy of your lesson plan, and then another sheet with a detailed walkthrough of how each activity or art project that you are doing on your lesson plan is supposed to be done. Now again, I've told all my substitutes who have come into the classroom, it does not matter if things get done the way they're supposed to in the classroom while I'm gone. When I come back, I will make sure we have everything done and they don't need to worry about it being perfect. You'll want to include any copies that they will need for that day in your folder or setting out near the folder. Maybe even a list of supplies that they would need to gather when they come in the morning so that they are prepared. If you can gather them for them ahead of time, that's great. But if not, a list is always helpful. And then always include extra activities in case the teacher needs it. So if they have extra time in their day because maybe they worked through something quickly, it is great to have extra things that they can do to fill that time. Oh, and one more thing. Subscribe to the channel. Just kidding. That's not going to help you with your subfolder. But think of all the ideas that you could have for the future. Go ahead and subscribe. All right, once you get this pulled together, be sure to check it and update it right before you are going to be gone, as well as check it every quarter or every month to make sure it's still up to date and to make sure your sub will have everything they need. Now, you'll want to have some general art and activity ideas already in your subfolder for use at any time, no matter what theme you are doing, because you never know when you might have to be out unexpectedly. And then if you have more of a heads up when you are going to be gone, you can go ahead and fill that subfolder with things that are more specific to the week or days that they are going to be there. If this was helpful to you, don't forget to give this video a like and let me know in the comments if you have anything else that you would add to a subfolder. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.